Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Six-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 26-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 22, check, 24.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First down, 49ers.
Check, 59. Y'all not ready. Joker. Rotate, step, go.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings' 18-yard line. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is going to be incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes and we'll be in great shape.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Watch the slats.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on. As Sanders has it poked free. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Check.
He pitches it, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Switch. Don't get nervous. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Now it's Jackson. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cunningham sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
Ready? Choose the mic, boys. 52. I smell fear in that offense.
Cunningham looking to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Cunningham. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This quarterback now 4 or 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. And it's knocked away and incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Cunningham to throw. He's got Smith here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come out here in the eye.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Vikings on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Another run with Sanders. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Now for the point after. And the lead is down to 24.
Next to score, Niners 45, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
From the 27, Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
That's how we do, dude.
15.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Jackson now. And he's taken down. Back inside his own 7. Mike Hughes came crashing in that time, got the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 47-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Cunningham. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? Let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all.
He's got it at the 15. A gain there of 30 big ones. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Sanders. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run here with Sanders. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cunningham. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham. And Diggs has it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So give him the first down. First and goal after